Welcome back to, and I was going to say another video, but we know that. Welcome back to Game of Fangs and Thrones. My name's Hannah, and this is episode 3, I want to say, of the Writer Diaries. Basically, it's, if you didn't know, these are just weekly vlogs where I take you with me on the process of writing and publishing a novel. It's about 2 o'clock and I haven't picked up the laptop yet because I went shopping I had a bit of a late start this morning. Then I went shopping because it is Monday and I don't start my new 9 to 5 until next week, so I have a week off, my last week. So I went shopping, had some lunch, and then just been watching YouTube videos and doing my cross stitch. Now let's see if I can show you this in all of its glory. So yes, I'm cheating. Yes, I have the printed Adas, the printed fabric, but you know, it's allowing me to think more creatively while my brain is basically with this one, because I'm just sort of following the pattern already. My hands are occupied, most of my brain is occupied, so I'm finding that I have a little bit of brain space to think about the novels I'm currently writing. If you've seen any of the previous 2 videos, you'll know what I'm writing. A dragon book that is heavily inspired by Fourth Wing. I have no qualms saying that. That is in the drafting stage. That's in the first draft. I think I've only got a couple of chapters down. But basically, the current premise is that we follow our main character, Aurora, and she is a human who has been raised by the elves with a group of wild dragons living close to the elf camp. Now, in this world, obviously everybody wants to be a dragon rider, but the human army has placed a magical conscription on the dragons, as well as conscripting unwilling volunteers for their army. That means that the dragon bond, which is supposed to be this pure magical, the word's just gone, beneficial to both parties partnership that elevates the dragons and their riders. The human army has put a conscription, like a limiting bond on that, in which the dragons and the griffins, we haven't really met the griffins yet, the dragons are reduced to beasts of burden, pretty much, and the elves are fighting against that, as well as, so the humans are fighting the elves, as well as fighting an outside war with, because the humans are in an empire, and that empire wants to expand. So there's that. There's also the rumours of the Shadow King, who hasn't been introduced fully yet, and he's probably one for the sequel, to be fair. So there's all that going on, while Ro decides if she does want to follow through with the promise that she made to her adoptive father and her only dragon friend, who was her first friend, anyway, to try and free these dragons. Does she really want to do that, and can she do that? So that's at the first draft stage. I've only got like a couple of thousand words written for that with the first draft, and then the second one is probably the one that I'm going to focus on more, at least in the short term, and that is a little piece of magic. Yes, I have my own ARC copy from Amazon. I'm hoping to publish through KDP, but I have also entered the Penguin Right Now project program with this book, so we will watch a space about what's happening there. While I am still waiting to find out if I was successful, I am going to continue doing the edits to this book, just so that I am in the best place possible, depending on what outcome happens. So I have a blurb that I can read. This is my sister's copy, which you can see she has very kindly annotated for me. This blurb is subject to change, but we shall see what I feel. Riley is a witch on a mission, survive living with her roommate who has a massive crush on the neighbour, and heal from the scars of an absent father and abusive ex. Digging into her family history to find her mother uncovers a secret that will rock the very foundations of the hidden witch society who have outcast her. Riley is a rare kind of witch, able to talk to animals, but she discovers through a ghostly witch hunter and her hunky werewolf mate that her power is so much more. I think that gives you a general feel for what this book is. It's paranormal. I'm going to say it's paranormal rom-com. Very much a fantasy element with our ghostly witch hunter and the witches and the werewolves, but urban in the sense that these girls still deal with dating drama, job drama. So, we shall see. So I have 3 alpha readers. My sister, who is finished and has given me her copy back. All the marks in this are pencil, so I can send this out again. My mum, who is not far behind her, and then a friend that I know from drama who is very big on the witchy reads. So I'm just waiting for their feedback. So the one thing that my sister has picked up on so far is that there are a lot of typos. I have to hold my hands up with this one and say my brain jumps, my brain skips. You'll probably notice it when I'm talking or something like that. So when I'm writing or typing or what have you, I tend to miss words when I'm writing up, and I don't always see those miswords until someone else points them out. So I have a lot of that to do, some spelling mistakes to fix, and just general typos. There's a couple of scenes that my sister has recommended to be added, just a little bit of description on a couple of things, add a few details to a few things, and just to enhance the reader's experience. So that's what I'm going to work on. In terms of books I'm reading, because you can't be a writer without being a reader first, I think, I am still working on my secret project book, which that vlog is taking forever, and I'm not enjoying this book, but because it's the 1st of July, I can start my July TBR, and I did put a video up on my July TBR last week. Should be able to find it. So we have that. I'm about just under halfway through, and I will not talk about this one in this vlog just because, like I say, I have that longer vlog which is going to be over an hour long, I think. So I've rambled on for far too long. Let's actually get somewhere. We are on Tuesday. It's 12:10. So a late update, but I have been to the shop because my dad wanted some bits, so I got some bits for me. Put a load of laundry in. So it's probably due for a second one, actually. And I've edited probably another 3 chapters. And you can tell I'm doing anything to avoid reading. But rehearsal's cancelled tonight, so I've got a bit of time to myself tonight. So I'm going to take a break from the editing, do some of my cross stitch, try and read. And we shall see where I go next. So it's Wednesday. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I'm trying this thing where I'm getting up on time to try and, get myself ready for work next week. But I got some cute little press-on nails. I haven't done any writing yet, but it might happen. I went shopping, so I did get a couple of books which you'll see in the haul, and I will come back to you when something happens. But I'm just about to start editing chapter 11 of about currently 29, I think. So we shall see. I mean, I've got nothing to tell you at this point, so I'll come back to you when I do. Okay, so let me just mute the TV. Thursday the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all who celebrate, and go vote if you're in the UK. And so a bit of a late-ish start. I did watch Gavin's moving vlog from Gavin Reads It All. I'm sure you all know who that is by now. And that was like just short of 2 hours, so I did get a later start to do everything this morning. Oh, excuse me. I did spend that time wisely by doing my cross stitch. I've just put a load of laundry in. I'm having an early lunch because I am hungry. And I do have my wrap up to film. That should be up tomorrow the 5th. So I'll probably have something to eat, do a bit of filming, and then, right, I did try and start a book last night. It's upstairs, and that was Win, Lose, Kill, Die by Cynthia Murphy. It's a YA thriller, so I didn't go into it expecting too much, but basically, in this one, we follow Liz, who is a student at a prestigious boarding school where the head girl, the head boy, the deputy head boy, and the deputy head girl are decided by this secret society. I mean, I didn't get too far in, so whatever I tell you is not going to be a spoiler, and the previous head girl was found murdered in the lake, and Liz was there, but she also conveniently can't remember anything. I was left with the scar on the back of her head and some memory issues. So as soon as I read that, I went into this thinking mental health was going to be the plot point. And there are ways to do it, that it's sympathetic and whatnot. I mean, this was written in 2022. But I figured out the why, the who, within like the first couple of chapters, which are really short. And can we stop using mental health as a plot point in thrillers, please? Unreliable narrators because of like amnesia, mental health issues, that I can deal with. But you cannot have the twist be purely based on a character's mental health. If they have a mental illness, it just feels cheap, it feels wrong, and I'm not a fan. So, safe to say, that book was a DNF. I haven't picked up anything else, but I don't think I've got any more horror-y on this month's TBR. Well, thrillers, murder mystery. But I'm still waiting to find out about the Right Now programme, but I think I've decided that if I don't get picked up for that programme, I'm just going to self-publish. I'm doing all the work for it, so I might as well see it through. And I think that's it for this update. I'm just going to enjoy my Subway. I am breaking my little rule I have with myself about not writing on the weekend because it's a very special day. Now, I am a member of the Heart Breathings community. It's run by Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings. And today is our double damn day. Basically, it's the first Saturday of the month, so we try and write as much as we can, or at least double the normal word count in that day. So that's why I am working on the dragon book. Can I show you? There we go. Yes, I write on Scrivener. Yes, the background is a dragon. No, I will not be taking questions. But I did mean to finish this vlog yesterday, but you know, I'm back at work on Monday. Let's make it a good one. I'm still waiting to hear back from Right Now, but I have a plan for that either way. And I have finished the edits on a little piece of magic. I am still waiting on my friend to give me her feedback, but I've got my mum's feedback, I've got my sister's feedback, and that round of edits is done. I've quickly knocked up like the front matter pages for the book and the back matter pages, like the some trigger warnings, just to be on the safe side, a spice warning, and then just my acknowledgements and the about the author page. And now I'm just going to work on the dragon book, which still doesn't have a name, but I do like the idea of calling it either a game of fangs and feathers or a clash of fire and claw. Let me know which one you prefer. I may use it, I may not. This is going to be a one where the name comes to me at the end, I think. So I'm going to crack on there.